this little explanation here. I thought it was okay. Sorry. Okay, so let me just say this so I can record that for you. So this is what we are given here is angle, side angle. And this is a safe situation. The triangle exists or it does not. Since we have 70 and 60, we subtracted the sum from 180 and we got 50 degrees. And now we're writing law of sines. Sine 70 over the opposite, sine 60 over the opposite equals sine 50 over the opposite. Now, we only need to create proportions. This is one proportion from which I'm going to determine b. This is a proportion I cross multiply. Sine 50 degrees times b equals 4 times this. And in order to find b, I have to divide by that. So b equals 4 sine 60 degrees over sine 50 degrees. I put this in the graphing calculator, and I get the answer. And I'm making sure that I have the degree mode. So it was 4 sine 60, and divide that by sine 50. And this is it, 4.52. So B approximately 4.52. I will use a different proportion now to find A. What proportion? This one with this one. So I have sine, which page am I on? Sorry. Okay. So now I have sine 70 degrees over A equals sine 50 degrees over 4. Cross multiply, and I get that A equals 4 sine 70 degrees over sine 50 degrees. I go back to my calculator, and I have basically the same thing. I copy that quickly, but it's 70 instead of 60 at the top. That's it. So I got 4.91. So A approximately 4.91. So now, what if I made an error? Here's how I check my answer. So sine 70 degrees divided by A, which is 4.91, must equal very close. It will not be 100% because I have a rounding error, over 4.52, and it has to equal sine 50 degrees over 4. If these are not close, they will not be the same. If they're not close, I'll say, uh-oh, not okay. Divide by 4.91. That's the first ratio. The second ratio is sine 60 divided by 4.52. It has to be close. And sine 50 divided by 4 has to be close. If they're not, I'm in trouble. So good enough. 3 decimal digits, I'm happy. Of course, there must be some error because of rounding. Any questions on this problem before we move on? Yes, you can reverse this and write it as A over sine A plus B equals B over sine B equals C over sine C, but this is the way we present law of sines. Okay, so let's work on another problem. You choose. It can be 32, it can be 30, it can be 26, it can be 36. Let's choose one so we can finish it tonight. Sorry. Any preference? Any preference, anyone?
36.
Okay, perfect. You said 36. Let's take a look. In 36, we have b equals 4, c equals 5, and b equals 40 degrees. Perfect. Okay. I don't know what this is till I picture the triangle. I put the correct notation. And now I'm ready to see what this is. So b is 4. C is 5. And B is 40 degrees. So it's side, side, angle. Side, side, angle. The most difficult one, the ambiguous case. I'm given side, side, angle. Not the angle in between. Not side, angle, side. I'm given side, side, angle. Okay. So we have 3 situations possible here. Yes, no, 2. The ambiguous case can be yes, it exists, and it's 1. No, there is no such thing. It's impossible. Or there are 2 triangles that satisfy the given conditions. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Sine A, I don't have it, over A, I don't have it, equals sine B, 40 degrees, over 4, equals sine C, over 5. Good. I have to start with a proportion. Let me see, am I arranging this in order? Yes. Okay, I have to start with a proportion. And I can only start with this one. Because I don't have anything here. So this is given, this is given, this is given. From here I can find angle C. Cross multiply. 4 sine C equals 5 sine 40 degrees. And then from here I have sine C equals 5 sine 40 over 4. I have to find this number and write sine C equals. Let's find that number first. And the number was, remember the mode has to be in degrees because we are using degrees. 40 divided by 4. 0.80. Awesome. Is it possible? Can sine of an angle be 0.80? Is it possible? Yes or no? Because if it's not possible, I'll say the situation is no. And I'm done. Can sine of an angle be 0.8?
Yes.
Of course. It's because a sine of any angle is between -1 and 1. 0.8 is in the range. Excellent. Good. How do I find C? The angle C. What do I need to apply to both sides? What do we apply to both sides to find angle C?
Arc sine.
Excellent. Very good. So we apply arc sine to 0.8. And the answer is in degrees. And that is 53.13. Okay. 53.13 degrees. stay with me. I know I only have 1 more minute. I'll stop and we'll continue on Wednesday. But so 53, so here's 60, so here's 50 degrees, 53 degrees. So 53.13 degrees. There exists another angle whose sine is the same, 0.80, which is this angle. So the reference angle is 53.13. From 180 degrees, if I subtract 53.13, I get this orange angle, 180 degrees minus 53.13. How much is that? 180 minus 53 is 127, roughly, okay, plus whatever, or minus whatever, 127. So I have to decide, so this is C1, and I have to determine C2, which is roughly 127 degrees, if it fits with the information I was given. I have an angle of 40 degrees and the other angle of 127, so this is possible. So we do have two options here. One option with an angle in the first quadrant and the other option with an angle in the second quadrant, which is roughly 127 degrees. Now, if this angle is 60 degrees, that would not be possible because 60 plus 127 exceeds 180 degrees. But because B is 40 degrees, I can determine A in both conditions. So I will stop here for today because I don't want to hold you over. And then we'll continue from here and find angle A1 and find angle A2. And of course the rest, because we also have to determine two different lowercase a. So this particular ambiguous case that we picked is basically, where is it? Here. It's basically this situation. The answer is yes, but not one, but two different options.